Woe to those inhabiting the region of the sea, the nation of Cherethites. The word of Jehovah is against you people, O Canaan, the land of the Philistines. I will also destroy you, so that there will be no inhabitant. And the region of the sea must become pasture grounds, with wells for shepherds and stone pens for sheep. And it must become a region for the remaining ones of the house of Judah. Upon them they will feed. In the houses of Ashkelon, in the evening they will lie stretched out. For Jehovah their God will turn his attention to them and certainly gather back the captive ones of them. That is Zephaniah chapter 2, verses 5 through 7. Let's read again verse 5. Woe to those inhabiting the region of the sea, the nation of Cherethites. The word of Jehovah is against you people, O Canaan, the land of the Philistines. I will also destroy you, so that there will be no inhabitant. Why is this significant? Well, it's because the Philistines are not Canaanites, but they were living in the land of Canaan by the Levant, the territories of the Canaanite. How did that happen? From the vlogs that I've been watching, the researchers made me aware of the fact that the Philistines had a cataclysmic event in their territories, in the islands that they were living. They were living by Crete, or in Crete. And they had to leave because of the volcanic activity, eruptions, ashes. They could not stay. And so they were desperate to find a new homeland. And they fought with quite a few nations trying to get into their territories. They fought with Greece. They also fought with Egypt. And I believe it was Ramses II that they fought with, that he conceded after coming to a draw with them, because they were fighting for their lives, the Philistines. They had their wives and their children with them, not in battle, but they brought them into the territory and told them to, you wait here, and they were fighting for their lives. Otherwise, they would be wanderers in the sea, drifting without a homeland. Ramses II decided that it would be okay for them to go settle in the area where the Levant is, by the Canaanite territories, and that's what they did. I believe it was on the south side of the Levant, so that they were on the lower parts of it. And they became virtual Canaanites, picked up the worship and the practices of the Canaanites. But they were not Canaanites. The Philistines, their genealogy is traced back to Ham, and through the son of Mizraim, to be exact. Let's go to Genesis chapter 10, verse 13, and it reads, And Mizraim became father to Ludim and Ananim and Lehabim and Nephtuhim and Pathrusim and Casluhim, from among whom the Philistines went forth. And here's another son, and Caphtorim. So the Philistines came through Mizraim, and through one of Mizraim's sons, that would be Casluhim. There you have it. And they were looking for a homeland, but picking up the identity of their new homeland, where the Canaanites had the possession at that time, they adopted and assimilated well. So there was no discrepancy in the Bible. It was just telling you the facts, the details. Sometimes the historians will find some of the details, but Jehovah's word is accurate. It's not shaky and sketchy. At any rate, though, Jehovah God also promised Israel that he would bring them back into their territory. So the Philistines had to go. And he was going to turn that land that might have been devastated by the Canaanites and or the Philistines back into pasture grounds and beautified for the return of Israel. He keeps his word. Think about that. Is the Bible inaccurate, or are we just unaware?